70% of real estate agents will lose their job based on the NAR settlement that just happened. NAR just settled at $418 million, basically saying they will change the rules and they will no longer, quote unquote, force individuals to pay a 6%. That means the seller no longer has to pay that 6%.
Nice.
And I'm getting all the hate from the real estate agents. They're sending me DMs and emails telling me you're the one who are spreading FUD and all this other stuff, basically saying that I'm so negative that I'm passing all of this bad karma to them.
Sensational.
And the truth is the karma is on you. It has nothing to do with me. Zero zilch. I don't work for NAR. Once again, if you follow my videos, real estate agent, you would know I say these companies aren't loyal. That means NAR. But we're going to jump into it, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And make sure you join the newsletter because let me tell you what, this NAR settlement, there's people who need to be paid on this. And I will give you a step-to-step guide on how to get those payments from NAR. If you bought a home in the last, I guess, 3 or 4 years, check it out, guys. You will love it. Join now. Guys, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This settlement that came out today, guys, it's going to change the industry. We're going to lose so many of these real estate agents. They're going to flee when they realize they can no longer make tons and tons of money for passing paper around. For sending you listings that are on Zillow, for no longer typing your email in an automated system. They would no longer be able to make that sweet 3% that they all were going for. That is no longer the case. It is poof, gone. The 6% commission on buying and selling a home is gone after the Realtors Association agrees to a huge settlement, guys. Did you hear that? It's gone. I don't need to read it all over again. The 6% is gone, guys. It's gone. It's no longer a thing. So now what does this mean? What does this mean? Let's go ahead and continue on because I want you guys to really, you know what I say on this channel. You need to read in between the lines. The 6% commission, a standard in home purchase transaction, is no more. What does that mean? Okay, so let's break this down. The seller normally would pay the whole entire 6%, okay? And we're just gonna use 6%. I know some real estate agents gonna come in here and they're gonna say, we don't always charge 6%. Okay, but we're using 6%. Because that's what you really want to charge. Matter of fact, if we can understand it, you guys would charge so much more than that. So we're going to use 6%, guys. So that's what we're going to do. So the 6% that was normally paid, it was all paid in most cases by the seller. The seller would pay the entire 6%. Now, what this is saying is that the seller is no longer responsible for paying that 6%. That means that the buyer, the person who is purchasing the house, has to now pay their own fee towards their agent, and that the seller will take care of their side. So each person, the buyer and the seller, takes care of the fees for the agent. Now, a lot of real estate agents don't like this. Because they feel it will drop the amount of money that they will make off of transactions. Unless you're on the seller side, buyer's agents are saying, oh no. So you want me to work on a flat fee? You think I want to charge $1,500 for this and blah, 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 blah? Or they're talking about all types of things that they're going to do. Let it be charging flat fees, only showing you 5 houses for $1,500. Doing all types of structures to try to figure out to limit the amount of time that they have to show you a house versus the money that they have to make. Because the 3% portion of it that they will initially make, it was just so substantial that they were okay with that. In this way, we have the market doing what the market does, which is you have to change with the industry. That's just the name of the game. It works that way in finance. It works that way in real estate as a broker or as a real estate agent. You have to change with the industry. That in a nutshell is the reason why real estate agents are, crying and yelling at the top of their lungs, this is unfair, this is unfair. This is just the name of the game. When you have a corporation that will decide everything and their corporation, what is the name of the corporation's game? We want to make the most money we possibly can. I get it. It's a business. Do what businesses do. But when you have a corporation telling you exactly what to do, They're going to do whatever. They're going to do whatever they have to do to not lose money, to stay in business. They will get rid of you, which I've been preaching over and over and over by doing one of two things, either firing you straight off or making the difficulty of the work so hard that most people will leave. And that's what's happening. But, nobody has to listen to me. Again, these companies aren't loyal. So real estate agents, if you would have been watching my videos and understanding that NAR isn't going to have your best interest at heart, they're not going to make decisions based on you. They're not going to base decisions based on how much money you can make and all that. They're going to do what they have to do. And let's not take out the other portion. These guys lost a court case. Like it's proven that they were doing some shady stuff. It's not a woe is me scenario. These guys were doing crazy, shady stuff. They were charging, colluding, all this other stuff. It was proved, even though, let's take that back. NAR would say, we didn't admit to anything with the settlement. But that's a lie because they saw the evidence. And when they saw that evidence, guys, you know what they did? They folded. They folded fast. They said, All the other guys who were lined up in the lawsuit, what did they do? Settled. But here's the question. They saw the evidence too. Why did they fold? Did they fold because they knew that,
oh man, once the public gets a hold of this information, it's over for us?
Is that what they did? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they saw the info. They saw the evidence and they said, we're not playing this game. We're out of here. And NAR did the exact same thing. They were last, but they did it also. They saw the evidence. I'm shooting it to you guys straight. There's no craziness here. They saw the evidence. They knew they were in the wrong, and they folded. They settled. Because do they have the $1 billion? No, they don't. It would kill their business. It would. In a sweeping move expected to dramatically reduce the cost of buying and selling a home, NAR announced Friday a settlement with groups and home sellers agreeing to end a landmark antitrust lawsuit by paying $418 million in damages and eliminating rules on commissions. Guys, I just talked about this. It's over. The day and age of getting charged 6% on a commission and have to pay the buyers and seller side, it's done. It's done. Now, some would argue with me. Some agents would argue with me tooth and nail to say that this is going to dramatically cut the buyer side.
Orlando, they're killing the buyer side. A buyer will not have enough money. A buyer will never have an additional 3% to put down in a home.
And I would agree with you that it's going to make it tougher. Once again, you're adding on a fee that a buyer probably won't have. If it's hard enough for a buyer to come up with 3.5%, what makes you believe they're going to come up with another 3%? You're right. So what does this do? This forces the industry to have to change into a flat rate, something that's cheaper, something that aligns along with the cost of doing whatever you do for the buyer side. What does that mean? That means it won't be 3%, but that means that you can negotiate a price between you and the buyer that reflects the work that you're doing. If you're just sending emails and sending DocuSigns and maybe showing 1 to 2 houses or not showing any houses at all, I don't know what it is. That price will be reflected upon the work that you're doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hence, I will believe will force a lot of people out. That's the reason why I think 70% of these real estate agents are gone. They're gone. Because once they see the money that they cannot make, the money is not there anymore, they're out of here. They're out of here, guys. You will have a slim pickings of hopefully, good quality real estate agents that will help you. But let's see. This is the first time this has happened. Let's see how this plays out. But it goes on to say the agreement effectively will destroy the current home buying and selling business model in which a seller pays both the broker and the buyer's broker, which critics say have driven prices artificially higher. Now, is that true or not? We'll see. I mean, I won't make a prediction on that because it's very hard to make a prediction on if this will drive prices down. I mean, the only way that I could see prices going down is if the demand becomes lower because that additional fee that a buyer has to make, which is that additional whatever that price is. But now you not only have to come up with the down payment, but you're going to have to come up with the fee if you're represented by a real estate agent, which could bring down demand. By some estimates, real estate commissions are expected to fall 25 to 50%. According to TD Colwell Insights, this will open up opportunities for alternative models of selling real estate that already exist but don't have much market share, including flat fees and discount brokerages. You know the reason why those don't have high market value? Because why would a real estate agent go to do discount and flat fees when they can make ridiculous amounts of money with the 3% model or the 6% model? Why would they do that? Most people will choose more money over a model where you make less money. That's just the way it is. So now this situation gets rid of the 6%. And now, again, a lot of real estate agents, they will lose commission. They will get cut by this 25, 50%. I think it's more than that. And I think a lot of the other real estate agents that are the newer guys who are in this to make a ton of money, and there's a lot of them, there's a lot of them, they will just all exit the industry, and we will see tons and tons of membership losses from NAR, and we will see tons of people getting out of the industry. And guys, I can't wait to see how this pans out. But this is one thing I do know. I do know when it comes to buying and selling real estate, the cost will be cheaper. We do know that. Across the board, it will be cheaper to buy and sell real estate. That's a win for everybody. And I just can't wait to see how this all ends. And real estate agents, no need to email me and DM me. I am not the cause of NAR making this decision. You can take your feelings and your angriness and place them somewhere else. Because you're giving me too much credit. I am not moving the market like that, guys. So please, please stop it with the hate emails. Please stop it with the DMs. You're all getting blocked. I don't have time for it. Bye. So hopefully you got value out of this content, guys. But as always, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get into your first rental property. The information you will get from it will be gold. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter. It will give you tremendous value. And to get that step-by-step guide, guys, see you in the next one. Thanks.